What's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is how to make fermented sauerkraut. I'm also going to show you how to make whey, which is what I use to make my fermented sauerkraut, so stay tuned for that. So I am just taking off a couple of the outer leaves on the cabbage because I'm going to need these later in the fermentation process. I'm just cutting up some cabbage. This is organic cabbage that I got from my Misfits box, and I do have a code down below if you guys want to get 25% off and try it out. I'm just putting my cabbage in my food processor in order to get it into tiny pieces. You can shred it just however you feel like, but I like this in little tiny pieces so I can just add it to different foods. Once your cabbage is all chopped up, we're going to add a tablespoon of caraway seeds, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt. Now, this is my whey that I made from raw grass-fed milk. I poured some in a jar, put some cheesecloth over top, and I let it sit for about 3 to 4 days until it looked like a yogurt consistency. Then I poured it into the cheesecloth, and when you let it drain, the whey is the liquid that drains out of it. What you're left in the bag is cream cheese, and so you can save that if you want to use it. And I saved the whey in the refrigerator to use for this fermented cabbage for later on. I'm also going to use the whey in other ways as well. So I'm adding 3 to 4 tablespoons of whey, and then we're going to use our hands to get a lot of the liquid out of the sauerkraut. Once you feel like you have enough liquid that you would be able to cover the cabbage, then you can scoop the cabbage into the jar. Now I'm pushing the cabbage down in order to make sure that the liquid is going over top of the cabbage, because you don't want any oxygen or air to get in, which could contaminate your sauerkraut with mold. I'm just adding the leaf in there to really just cover up any type of oxygen that could get through, and then I'm going to put the lid on top, but not tighten it completely because you do want the fermentation process to happen. Now I'm putting it into a bowl because some of the liquid can leak out during the fermentation process, and this is just a very easy cleanup later. Now I let it sit above my refrigerator for 5 days. You can definitely let it go for longer if you want like a super fermented sauerkraut, but this is perfect to start out with. I'm taking out the leaves on the top and giving it just a taste, and then I'm going to put it back in my refrigerator to use for whatever recipes I need. This is great for a healthy gut, and I like to eat some alongside most of my meals, especially with eggs for breakfast. I just really love it that way. But this sauerkraut is not sour. It is pretty sweet in my opinion, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.